Let's analyze one of the most interesting companies that I've came across, ZoomInfo. Despite sales and marketing being one of the most important aspects of small and medium-sized businesses, sales reps spend only 1/3 of their time actually selling. And that's where ZoomInfo fits in. ZoomInfo is the top go-to-market intelligence tool. Before we start, please don't forget to subscribe, as that helps me make more videos like this. ZoomInfo is the fastest growing SaaS company by measuring the number of job openings this year. Let's take a look why they are growing so fast. First, what does ZoomInfo offer as a product? ZoomInfo provides information about possible prospects and if they are looking for solutions that you as a business is trying to sell. They also have comprehensive contact information of all prospects, including phone number, LinkedIn profiles, and emails. ZoomInfo was ranked the leader by Forrester for B2B marketing data provider. They offer the greatest breadth and depth data on target customers in their sector. They cover around 120 million professionals across 14 million companies. And they claim that 95% of their data is current. That's crazy. The main use case is to get new leads, but they also offer org charts and intent data, something that their competitors do not offer. They price per seat and have 3 different tiers, and the average cost is around $2,100 per year. They also have a free community tier where ZoomInfo customers allow ZoomInfo to scrape their emails for new contacts. And with that community tier, they offer 10 contact credits per month. So let's take a look at how ZoomInfo acquires their data. First is through their free community tier. They scrape all the data contained in emails, and that populates their ZoomInfo contact list. Second, users can add on a ZoomInfo Chrome extension so that they can see contact info of their LinkedIn contacts. Let's say that I want to see a contact info of a certain LinkedIn contact. ZoomInfo gets that data and matches with their database. But they also scrape all the information inside LinkedIn so they can update their org chart and other information of a certain person. Third, they can integrate ZoomInfo with their Salesforce. And that's how they also scrape data from Salesforce and integrate that and push to their database. So they're basically crowdsourcing their data, scraping from different sources and adding to their database. Their accurate data is their edge, but they have also another advantage, their SEO strategy. How is that? Let's take a look at SimilarWeb breakdown. It seems that 80% of their traffic comes from search engines. And most of it, 99%, is organic. That's bonkers. How do they do that? At the bottom of their page, they have a link to their contact directory. Their directory links to 19 million contact pages. So let's say that I search for Giuliano and phone number. Most likely, the first page will link to a ZoomInfo contact page, and that's how they get 11 million page views per month. Let's take a look at their moat. Their moat lies in their contributory network of people actually using ZoomInfo and updating the contacts in their database. Around 4 million contacts are updated daily. That's 3% out of the 120 million that they have in their contact list. That's a crazy number of contacts that are updated daily. Competitors with fewer users can't have such a database that's updated daily. That's a huge advantage over competitors. Because most contact information is updated frequently, that's a major advantage for ZoomInfo. Let's talk about competition. So their number one competitor is LinkedIn Sales Navigator. But LinkedIn doesn't have as much information and is a closed network. If you want to search for a phone number or email of a contact, you can't find that on LinkedIn. LinkedIn Sales Navigator also does not integrate with sales workflows and doesn't have up-to-date information, including org charts. So LinkedIn Sales Navigator is more of a complementary service, not a competitor. Niche players like Infogroup, TradingView, and Data Group don't have as much data up to date, and they are focused in specific niches. They lack the scale and the quality that ZoomInfo provides, even though they might be cheaper. Legacy providers like D&B Hoovers also lack the breadth and depth of ZoomInfo database. Their closest competitor is InsideView, and InsideView only scrapes contact information from the open web. They don't have the contributory network that ZoomInfo has. Let's take a look at their financials. They're guiding 50% growth this year with a 43% free cash flow margin this year. And they also announced a $2 billion revenue at fiscal year 2025. That's higher than anticipated revenue and growth for ZoomInfo. And they also scored the best on the rule of 40, as you can see in this graph. Even though switching costs are low, as they gather more data and more users, their moat grows, and their net revenue retention rate is around 108%. That's pretty good. Here's a graph of their current valuation versus other SaaS businesses. Let's take a look at their opportunity. Their bottom-up sales leads to a sales cycle of only 30 days and a 10x LTV over CAC. That's pretty good. Their core TAM is around $27 billion and they are only at 2% penetration rate. Their customers include Zoom, Okta, and Shopify, and no customer accounts for more than 1% of their revenue. That's great news. They also have a lot of optionality to grow their revenue. Their optional 10 can be up to $52 billion. And they launched a few products that can increase their TAM recently. The first one is Engage to help sales automation. The second one is Recruiter to help out with recruitment process. They also recently acquired Intent to help with marketing AI conversations to help re-engage web page visitors in their website. Let's take a look at risks. Even though their data gathering seems a little bit weird, it's all within terms of service of Google, Microsoft, and even Salesforce. They're also not alone where they gather people's information within their emails. Other companies do the same, but now the conversation is switching more to privacy. Google, for example, is not allowing third-party cookies, and Apple wants to stop tracking email opens. Their main risk is regulatory. GDPR and CCPA do not involve B2B data yet, but they eventually could regulate tools like ZoomInfo, which could cause ZoomInfo to not have as much up-to-date data of their customers. Overall, ZoomInfo is the clear leader and has the best strategy in their market. They have best-in-class growth and profitability in the market, and their recent acquisitions and product launches places them ahead of all the competition. And their community flywheel will keep them ahead of competition. Let me know if you have any questions. I hope you like this video. I hope you have a great day. See ya!